Okay. Hello, everyone. So I'm going to try something a little bit different, and I'm going to go ahead and do some weekly readings for each astrological sign. But instead of doing a weekly reading starting on like Sunday or Monday, I'm going to go ahead and do these with the moon phases. So we just had a full moon a couple days ago on the 19th, and the next major phase is going to be the third quarter moon, which is halfway between the full moon and the new moon. That's on February 26th. So this reading will be for Aries. We'll start with Aries for the next week, thereabouts. So I'm using two decks today, the Enchanted Map by Colette Baron Reed and also the Wild Kuan Yin Oracle. So let's see, just a moment. I'm going to go ahead and get this opened up on another device so I can see any chats. Alrighty, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. This is for Aries for approximately the next 6 or 7 days. These are just going to be general readings, looking at what are the energies prevalent in your life right now. And of course, this can be relevant for people with an Aries sun, moon, or ascendant. Some people also like to look for their Venus or Mars as well, whatever works for you. Alrighty, so I'm going to go ahead and shuffle and get started here. And if any of you come in and have a question, feel free to ask, but I'm not doing personal readings right now, just general readings for the astrology signs right now for this video. So I'm going to go ahead and set the intention. This is for all people with an Aries sun, moon, or ascendant. Energies relevant, present in their life for the next 6 to 7 days between the full moon and the third quarter moon in February 2019. So I'm going to just tune in for a second and see how many cards I'm going to draw for Aries today. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and draw 3 cards from this deck, the Enchanted Map. A lot of times when there's a full moon, brings to light aspects. Well, there's a couple different things. It can bring things to light that we are ready to let go of. And also it can be the culmination of something in our lives. With this last full moon, for a lot of people, that was a culmination of realizations, deeper understandings. Okay. I'm going to put these up facing me, but then I'm going to turn them around to the camera so they're facing the correct direction for the viewer. Alrighty, so let's see what we got here. So the first card is Solitude, and it is in the reversed position. The number is 13, one of my favorite numbers. Solitude, and this is for Aries for the next week, thereabouts. Sort of some of the energies going on in your life, things that may be coming up, things that Spirit may want you to become aware of, areas in your life that you might be growing in. So, solitude. Too much solitude results in isolation and separation. Now is the moment to get together with friends and join in the merriment. Hiding out will lead to loneliness and negative thinking. Separation at this time isn't a healthy choice. Are you in a situation in which you feel alone? You need to share this, not keep it to yourself. By joining in with others, you'll hear what you need to know because Spirit finds ways to speak through them without their even knowing it. You have the key to let yourself out of this prison. You are loved and never alone. I think that a lot of Aries sometimes struggle with trying to do everything by themselves. And definitely quite a few of the Aries I've known, Aries sons, definitely struggle when it comes to their emotional issues, in that they sometimes have a really hard time reaching out to others and letting others know. Like pretty much every Aries I've known that has struggled with something emotionally will almost always go hole up in their house and hide out until they feel better. A lot of them, perhaps have different reasons for doing that, but it definitely seems to be a trait. So this card is definitely saying that now is not a time to do that. So if typically you would hide out and perhaps not reach out to friends, not talk with people that you trust about what's going on in your life or what you're dealing with, or whatever, on emotional level, that now is definitely the time to reach out. Even if it may not even be about going and talking with people. Sometimes it could, like it was saying, it could just be about getting out of the house and going and being with friends, going and doing something fun with others. That one way or another, Spirit's going to speak through people, various situations, and you're going to feel better. So if you're feeling down, if you've been feeling sad, if you've been feeling alone, depressed, anything like that, don't give in to the desire to stay hiding in your cave. Now's the time to, in the next, from now until, for the next week or so, definitely get out there and interact with others. So the second card is Talisman, and this one is upright. And the number is 49. 49, let's see here. A lesson truly learned is crystallized as earned wisdom. You have all you need for the success you seek. Wisdom allows you to recognize traps on the road and familiar patterns that you want to avoid. It also enables you to quickly gather information about where you are on your journey. It helps you recognize your allies and know how to find the best routes along the way. Now you're at a place where you know the right things to do and the best choices to make. You really can't commit a mistake. Whatever your inquiry, great fortune awaits you, for you have the wisdom to arrive at the right decision. You've learned your lessons and earned the right to your success. So I think that pretty much speaks for itself. And definitely these days, especially with this last full moon, a lot of those big realizations are crystallizing for you. And so it's good for you to trust that you have learned your lessons. You are aware of the possible holes in the road, or things that you need to be aware of. I think this message is telling you that you're not very likely to repeat some of the choices you've made in the past that perhaps, you know, didn't really benefit you in the long run. So this time right now, especially in the last month or two, especially in the last month, a lot of people are really having these deep realizations, um, and kind of like taking that last big test on certain things in their life that maybe they've had to repeat a lesson over and over again, and they wonder, boy, am I ever going to get, why do I have to keep repeating this? I thought I figured this out already. I thought I understood, but yet here it is again. But the big message that's coming through lately is that we really have learned the lesson. We have. And so it's important that as you go forward on your path, don't let things from the past influence you, like worry that something's going to go wrong, or that you're going to repeating a cycle or anything like that. Just be aware that you have earned the wisdom. Um, you have the wisdom. So on to the third card, we have rescue. And it is also, it's in the reverse position, number 16, rescue. Let's see here. Are you trying to rescue another? Do you believe your love can change someone or miraculously heal this person? Or are you waiting to be rescued? Do you believe that someone will sweep you off your feet and take away all of your troubles? Or are you trying to do that for someone? That's a lot more likely with an Aries, being the knight in shining armor. Reversed, the rescue card cautions you against romanticizing your situation right now. Look closely and see reality as it is, rather than the illusion of how you'd like it to be. You need to step back and rescue yourself. Trust that spirit will guide you to expose the illusion so that you may discern the difference between truth and fantasy. So that's also been a really big theme lately, and also especially with this recent full moon in Virgo, is really seeing the reality of things. So if you are someone who tends to want to rescue people, and a lot of times we do this for a lot of reasons, because we care, because we're compassionate, loving, whatnot. But it's important to understand that people have to sometimes rescue themselves, and by jumping in and trying to save someone, maybe we don't really understand what path they're on. Maybe it's meant to be that they're experiencing what they're experiencing, but also we kind of deprive that person of their opportunity to learn and grow when someone jumps in and fixes things for them. So whether you find yourself in the position of being the one that is rescuing someone, or whether you're waiting for someone or something to happen that rescues you out of some situation, just be aware that ultimately you need to rescue yourself, but that you do have the help of spirit. All it takes is asking. Whoever it is, whatever it is that you identify with as your spiritual helpers, guides, angels, God, goddess, whatever, your soul, just all it takes is asking for that assistance, and it will be there. You have a lot of assistance available to help you rescue yourself. And the people that are in your life, they have that as well. And that's their choice, whether they choose to continue waiting for someone to rescue them, or whether they realize that they too need to rescue themselves. So, and also, if you feel like you don't really have a lot of clarity about this situation, maybe you feel torn between what is, because Aries love, oh boy, they're the soldier. They want to come in and help people. They want to rescue people. They want to do good in the world. So if you're having trouble having some clarity about in what ways and to what extent your energy is best used in your relationships, in your various situations, you can always ask for that clarity from spirit. And here with the talisman, that talks a lot about receiving signs. So, ask for that assistance, ask for that clarity. Set the intention that you will be aware of what is really the best possible path for you, and the best possible choices for you and anyone else involved. And trust that you will see those signs, you will have that understanding. And if you're feeling stressed out about any of this, just remember, don't go hide in your house, in your little cave. Make sure you're going out and interacting with people, having some fun. Yeah. So anyhow, I really hope that helped you, Aries, and I will hopefully be putting another reading up about a week for the next cycle moon phase, the last quarter to the new moon. I have a website, www.theinneryou.com, just like my channel's name. And I welcome you to go check it out. I offer astrology readings and affordable oracle card readings and some other services. I also have a blog there. I post some articles on metaphysical topics. And if you enjoy this reading, please give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more content like this, be sure to subscribe and hit the notification button. I often do live streams with personalized free oracle and tarot card readings where I take viewers' questions and do a reading for them. And a lot of times they tend to be a good 15-20 minutes long, so I do get in depth in my readings. They're not real short, even for the free ones. So, hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you very much for joining me. Bye-bye. Just hit the X.